Hi everybody, so we are out here this week in front of one of my favorite willow trees in my field to talk about meditation. So I decided to be out here to talk about meditation because this is a place that I frequently do meditate. I do prefer to meditate in nature if I can, so I figured this would be a good place to talk about it. So there's a lot of different ways to meditate. There's definitely a lot of books out there and good resources that you could read up about meditation. In this video I'm just going to talk about how I meditate and what I find helpful. So first of all, if you're just starting off meditating, it would probably be good to look at possibly having a mantra. For a lot of people, to start off by just completely clearing their minds is daunting and difficult. So having a mantra basically means you are clearing your mind of all but this one thing. And that one thing is your mantra. So there are lots of good mantras online. I don't actually use one, so I couldn't necessarily tell you what a good one to use would be, but I think that that's definitely something that can be really helpful when you're just starting out with meditation. Also, setting a timer. One thing that I know a lot of people have had trouble with when they just start meditating is that they want to do it for, a certain length of time. They want to try to do it for a full 10 minutes, but they're always checking their clock, which obviously brings you out of the meditative state. So I would definitely say when you're first starting out, set a timer, know your limit, know when you're going to stop. So I'll just talk a little bit about what meditation is for me, how I like to meditate. As I said, I like to try to do it in nature if I can. I think I usually just start by sitting down, getting relaxed, getting comfortable, making sure that your body's in a comfortable position. You're not going to, your leg's not going to fall asleep halfway through or anything like that. And then I just start to try to get in tune with my own energy. So I kind of start to try to feel my own energy field, feel the extent of my aura, make sure that I'm really in tune with that. And once I'm really in tune with that, then I almost try to start being in tune with the other energies that are around me. So, for example, I'd try to be more in tune with the ground, I'd try to be more in tune with the tree. And how I would do that is by sending some energy out towards the tree or towards the ground. Because for me, at least, it's about giving and receiving. So if I give the tree energy, the tree brings energy back to me, and we have a circle, right? We have a cycle. And so for me, being in tune with that cycle and being in tune with the energies of the earth and kind of feeling like I'm a part of those energies is the goal of my meditation usually. So once I've kind of accomplished that, then I usually just kind of let it run its course. I let it refresh me. I let myself kind of recharge and just have peace and have quiet moments with nature and with earth. As someone who is somewhat pantheistic, I would say that I'm also, having a quiet moment with God, having a quiet moment with all of the energies of the universe, which is really nice. So usually I'll kind of come out of that naturally. I don't usually look to, have a timer or anything like that. I just try to do it. And when it's over, and I come back and I feel a lot better and I feel refreshed and I feel good. So, that's kind of all that I really strive for in my meditation sessions usually, is just to feel connected, to feel in tune, to feel like my energy is no longer just my energy, just to feel all of the particles inside of you are just particles of the earth, if that makes sense. To feel like my energy isn't mine, it's the universe's energy, which is I think how it is. I mean, for me, that I would consider that to be more of a return to my natural state as opposed to, in your everyday life where you might get out of touch with those energies and such. So for me, I find meditation really helpful. I oftentimes start off if I'm just doing a private ceremony that's just me, I might start it off by meditating just to kind of get in tune, get in touch. So for me, it's a lot about giving and receiving. And just existing and letting yourself just exist and not do anything more than that. I definitely think meditation is one of those things that you get better at with practice. It can be really difficult for people at first, but it's definitely very rewarding, at least for me. I do sometimes meditate with crystals and stuff like that, which is kind of another video, but I absolutely don't think that you need to, especially if you're just getting started with meditating. It can be really rewarding though once you get down the line. I would say to be careful with candles. I know for myself I don't use candles when I meditate just because I like to keep my eyes closed, obviously, and I have a lot of animals and I'm a bit clumsy, and I feel like having a lit candle is for me a fire hazard. Maybe that's not the case for you, I don't know. Make your own decisions on that front, but just a warning. But crystals definitely a good idea. Honestly, when I select crystals for meditation ceremony, usually I just select the ones that I really feel drawn to. There are a lot of, this crystal is for that crystal is for that. And I do like that in some contexts, but more than anything, I would say just trust your gut and go with what feels right. Yeah, so hopefully, I don't know, hopefully this has helped somebody who's just starting out with meditation, or, I don't know, who wants to see how other people do it. I'm definitely curious as to how other people meditate and what their kind of meditation goals are, if you have goals for meditating. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll see you soon.